is drive around aimlessly, trying to forget who we want to be, trying to just breathe and be carefree, baby, you and me, head up in the stars.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Before I even get started, I'm going to say it's 227 degrees in here, and so I have a fan going. Sorry, I hope the buzz doesn't bother you, but it's either that or you watch makeup melt off my face, and I don't think that would be cute. So today I have for you my May favorites, and I'm going to try to limit them this time just because I'd like this to be a short and sweet video for you. And you know, I have 800 favorites per month, and that's just the way it goes. So I'm going to pick out some that I don't think I've talked much about before or that are relatively new to my collection. So I'm just going to talk to you about those a little bit. I may swatch a couple of them if I feel like it's necessary. So if you would like to see what I've been loving in May, please keep watching. Alright, I'm going to start with one skincare product. I've tried a lot recently, and I'm still kind of trying to make up my mind on those, and so I'm just going to tell you about one. And this is the Tarte Knockout Tingling Treatment. And this is to exfoliate, balance, and minimize the appearance of pores. I got this as a Stephanie Nicole recommendation during the Sephora sale. And I've used it probably once or twice a week. It's kind of a strong chemical, and so I don't feel comfortable using it every day. But it has helped with some of the discoloration on my cheeks from sun damage, and it has also really helped minimize my pores, and I do see a noticeable difference. I don't particularly care for the scent of it. It does linger, but I do put it on at nighttime, so when I wake up in the morning I still smell it, but at least I sleep through most of it. So this is a really good product. It's been working well for me. Next, I'll talk about a foundation that I've been loving this month, and that is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I think I may have talked about it in a previous video, but I had just gotten it and hadn't used it for long, and I also didn't have the correct shade. So I ordered two different ones. I ordered LN4, which is the one that is working for me right now, and I also ordered MN3, which is a darker one, and it is not working for me yet, but I think by the time I get a lot of sun on my face this summer, I think it will be. Or at least a combination of the two. But like I've always said, I really would just love to have a foundation that works for me, period. And I know eventually, with a little bit more tan on my face, I'll be able to use my Peach Perfect, which I love. It's just a little too dark for me right now. I love this. It's lightweight. It's light for summer where you don't feel like you're cake-faced, and whenever you're going to be hot and sweating, it's not going to feel like you've got a mask on over it. Still have the same gripe. Don't love the big doe foot applicator, but I just take out enough, put it on my hand, and put it on with my beauty blender, and I've kind of gotten over it because it's a really nice foundation. I would say that it's a satin finish. It's not necessarily matte, and it's not necessarily dewy. It's kind of in between, and I really like that, especially in the summer, because I think of matte skin as a more of a winter thing for me, and in the summertime I kind of like to have a little bit of a glow, and that gives a wee little bit of a glow. So I really like that. For a while I was trying 4 or 5 different setting powders, trying to decide which one is the best, and I've come to the conclusion that the Too Faced Peach Perfect is my perfect powder. I store it upside down, so this looks like a mess because I usually take product out of my cap, but I did take the sifter lid off because that kind of caused me issue. I couldn't get the product to come out. But this is a lightweight, finely milled, beautifully scented, perfectly hued powder for me. It makes my face feel baby behind soft, and it just looks beautiful. It's perfect for me, and I don't know why I should spend money on anything else whenever I know that this is really a great powder for me. Also, it knocked out Laura Mercier, and I didn't think I would ever say that, but I like this better than I like Laura Mercier. When I bought this, I had run out of Laura Mercier, so I used this for a while thinking I'm going to go back to Laura Mercier because it's better. But when I bought that, I found that I was still reaching for this, and I'll use the Laura Mercier, obviously, but this is kind of taken its spot in my Holy Grail status. So this is an excellent powder. If you haven't tried it, you should. I wish that Ulta carried it or somewhere else other than Sephora carried it, because often Sephora's out of this. So I know it's in stock right now. So if you'd like to try it, now would be a really good time. Okay, I have 2 highlighters for you today. And one isn't going to be a surprise. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Ombre highlighter. And the funny part about this is that it looks like I haven't even touched it. But I have used this almost every day for a long time. It is so beautiful, you guys. I just can't love it enough. And it's perfect for summer. It just has that bronzy gold glow, and it's just so super pretty. Highlighters just never, you just can't do them justice on camera. But this is super beautiful, and I think it will last me until I'm 92, which is great. And the other one I just recently got, but I have it on today, and I'm not sure in the lighting right now if you can see it, but it is the Starlight Highlighter by Makeup Geek. And when I saw this so many times, I thought that's going to be way too dark for me. And I don't like highlighters that look like they're just more blush. I want it to be obvious. But I'm going to swatch it on my finger and let you see the beautifulness of this. It's just a very soft mauve pink. And again, it's probably not going to show. But it's super beautiful. I got it at Target now that Makeup Geek does have some products at Target. And I have been loving this. Ever since I got it, I've even kind of put the Ombre to the side because it's super pretty. And when you buff it into the cheeks, it's so natural and beautiful, but it's still very obviously there, and I just love it. Alright, now I want to talk about some brushes. I have had several brushes that I have just really loved so much, and I can't seem to put them down because I love them that much. And some of you will already know what I'm talking about because I've used them in all my videos, and I just have 4 of them here because one I didn't use today and I don't know where it is. But this is the Wayne Goss Eye Set. I got it on Beautylish. Yes, they're pricey, and yes, they're worth it. If you can tell by the shape that they're very highly tapered. Let me put these others down so I can hold my hand up. They're very highly tapered at the ends. And that's perfect for a hooded eye girl's eye because it really gets down in there. And it really, especially the smaller one, really gets down in your outer corner. And a lot of brushes are too big when you have a really little eyelid, like me. And so these are just beautiful. They blend everything like a dream. It makes easy work of eyeshadow blending because it's like it does the work for you. And I just have really enjoyed these. And yes, they were expensive, but if you're in the market for a nice set of eye brushes and you're willing to pay for them, this is a really nice set to get. The other brushes, a set of brushes, comes from Real Techniques. And these are called the Instapop set. This is a shade brush and this is a crease brush. And as you can see, it's a very unusual shape. It's got a dip. Not a dip. It's got a very steep incline. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so tapered that it's flat right here. And it is so awesome. So you can use the flat surface to pack or to blend, but you can use the tip of it also for more precision work. So you can use these for so many things. I use this to put my Painterly paint pot on my eyelid. I use this for packing color on my lid. I use it for outer corner work. I use it to smoke out my lower lash line. This is a multi-purpose brush, and it's a very inexpensive brush. And I really love these. I use them every single day. And finally, an old favorite that just never leaves, and this is my MAC 242. I'm very sad that they changed to a synthetic only because this is so good. And I don't know how it could be better in another form. And so I'm so happy that I splurged on this my last birthday, and I will take such good care of this because this is the perfect packing shimmer shadows on your lid. It's perfect to put shadow on it and use MAC Fix Plus to intensify. It's just the perfect thing for shimmers. It puts them on so beautifully. And it's also such a great shape because you can go right, especially for a cut crease, you can go right up into the nooks and crannies with this thing. You can go in horizontally, you can go in straight ahead with it. It's just a perfect shape and I love it, and I will guard this with my life. For real. Alright, an eyeshadow primer. I've returned to an old eyeshadow primer. I was making myself stop using my paint pot for a little while because that's all I used for like a year. But this is one that I used to love, and this is the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer, and I have 2 backups of this, and I'm like, I need to at least use one of these up because this is excellent. And this is a primer that you would like to use if you are going to an event or you're going to be outdoors for a long period of time and you need something that's going to lock your shadows in and make them stay. This works, and I don't know why, but it is super thick, and you do have to pat it on. If you rub it on, it gets kind of a weird, kind of cloudy appearance, and it's not good. But it's got this awesome slip, and you can kind of rub it across and then pat it onto your eyelid, and it will lock your shadows in place. They will stay forever until you wash it off. It'll look the same when you put it on as it'll look the same when you take it off as it did when you put it on. And it's an excellent product. It's also one that seems to be on sale a lot, so you might be looking for it. Alright, next a few eye products. And if you guys have noticed, I don't ordinarily put palettes into my favorites, and that's because anything that I'm really loving, I'm going to do a look with on my channel, and so you're going to hear lots about it. So if you noticed, maybe you didn't, but that's why I don't talk about palettes for the most part, unless I get one that's just blowing me away and I can't wait to talk about it. I'm going to talk about some eye products here. I am still loving my Tartiste double take eyeliner, and I use this for my festival look. And if you didn't see that, I'm going to link it up there because you need to. It was so good. The whole collab was awesome. But this is a dual-ended brush, and it has a felt tip that I like on one end, and it has a pencil, a roll-up pencil on the other side. And I use both of them for that. I love the liquid part because it's very black and very matte, and there's a very precise edge that you can have some control with. And you can make a pretty good edge with that doesn't have a bunch of skips. And the pencil worked really good to tight line and put in the waterline for a real smoky look. I like this a lot, and it's also been on sale a lot recently. I found an inexpensive mascara that I really like, and this was a recommendation. I think I was asking some people in chat what I should get that would be cheap, that I could get to $25 on Ulta so I could get free shipping. And I think it was Nicole that recommended this Essence Lash Princess. And this is an excellent mascara. It was like $3.99 or something. And it's got an interesting brush, but you know, it lengthens, it volumizes, it blackens really nice. It stays on, doesn't flake, doesn't smear. This is a really good everyday mascara. And finally, lippies. I've just returned to 2 favorites, and I've been needing no nonsense, and I've been needing stay on and without me having to reapply or touch up because I've been so busy with school, moving my classroom and all that stuff. I don't want to have to do that. And so these 2 are awesome. They're actually kind of similar in color. But anyways, that is MAC Velvet Teddy, which is a matte, and it's a beautiful warm nude, which I love. And then the other I have on my lips right now, so I'm not even going to swatch it, but it is Dose of Colors Stone. And it looks so beautiful with any eye look. Today I have a Jeffree Star Androgyny palette on my eyes, and this just looks so perfect with it. It's beautiful. So Stone is my favorite Dose of Colors liquid lip. It's just too pretty, and every once in a while I just pull it out, and once I use it once, I remember why I love it so much, and I don't put it down for a while. And the very last item is new to me, and that is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I've had this about a week and a half probably. I hauled it for you guys, and I love this because I love aerosol setting sprays to begin with. But this one is really nice, light. It comes out in a nice fine mist, and it smells really good, and it dries really fast. And so that hit all the check marks for what I like in setting sprays. It's expensive to me. It's $15, and I think that's too much. And I had a Japanese one that was similar to this, but it ran out really fast. Now, like I said, I've had this a week and a half. It still feels like it has quite a bit of product in it. And so I'm hoping, I'm just going to spray it so you guys can see what the mist looks like. It feels so nice, and it just smells so good. It's a really nice, clean, fresh scent. But anyways, I hope it lasts longer than the Japanese. I think the Japanese lasts me like 2 weeks. So I'm hoping it will last long enough for me to warrant paying $15 for it. But it definitely takes care of stain power, and it actually knocks the powdery look off, and it does everything that I would like it to do. So I'm going to stop there. It is almost time for the second game in the NBA Finals, and I need to get in there in my recliner with some kind of drink and my phone and watch that with my husband. So I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed hearing about what I've been loving in May. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I ordinarily upload new videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and when I do a live stream, it's on Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. So, that's when you can be looking for new videos from me. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye guys. And just show those to you and talk to the and I also know that eventually with some sun I'm going to be able to use my Peach Perfect and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
All we do is drive around aimlessly, trying to forget who we want to be, trying to just breathe and be carefree, baby, you and me. Head up in the stars.